With the Chinese New Year event hitting CN and the first month of 2022 coming to an end, now is a better time than ever to look at our approximate next half year of content and figure out what exactly we want to save for. One thing I always like to do with both Arknights and FGO is look at the upcoming events, see who I'm saving for, and write down all the currency I'll accumulate by then. So I've decided to share at least the Arknights part of that with you. If you'd like to write down your savings as we go along, assuming you don't have the monthly card, every week you'll get 700 random from all the dailies, 500 from the weekly missions, and 1,800 from Annihilation, or 3,000 in total. Before I get into it, here's a couple disclaimers. The time estimates are just that, estimates. Arknights has an odd difference between its original launch and global versions, being on a slightly accelerated schedule, originally having an 8-month difference and now having an approximately 5.5-month difference after 2 years. Plus, sometimes events or even just the rewards get moved around in order to fit more conveniently, such as how the first 2 events on this calendar were pushed back so Chen Alter could be the anniversary unit. Although, when it gets more towards the end, I'll be theorizing on what may happen in regards to one specific event. And the last thing, I won't actually be going over what any of the units do or giving that many thoughts on the skins. This is just a quick little calendar so that you can have an approximate sense of time when it comes to saving up. Plus, if I did choose to give more in-depth opinions on all the skins and units, this would end up being over an hour long. So, with that being said, without further ado, if our next events are the 2 we had to skip, Vigilou will be starting sometime in early February, and lore-wise it's probably one of the events I'm most excited for. There will be no new units or paid skins, but there will be one for Province in the event currency shop. This is a mini event, so it'll only last a week. You can farm the currency from pretty much any stage except for Annihilations and Extreme modes, and clearing all the event stages will give you 12 Originite Prime. On the very last day of Vigilou, the Great Chief event will start its rerun, lasting 2 weeks. Sadly, if you've already played an event, you don't get the Originite Prime from the rerun, so only first-time players will receive 28. Although, with every rerun, the intelligence shop refreshes, meaning that as long as you have or get 400 intelligence certificates, you can exchange that for 2,000 of random. You'll also be able to get 3 headhunting tickets from the store, and if you happen to play last time but not get or max out Lamimi, here's your chance. The rate-up units will be the same as the first time, being Unectes, Flint, Meteorite, and Acid Drop. The Coral Coast skins we got last time will also be part of this rerun, so if you really wanted one of them last time but you weren't able to pay and now you have enough Originite Prime, there's no need to hold yourself back, unless you want to buy one of the new skins from this line instead, giving Angelina her second skin, the Mimi starting the trend of welfares getting skins on their reruns, and Aya finally being the last of the base game 6 stars to have a skin. All of these have special effects and thus cost 18. Once that event's over, there will probably be a little break before Contingency Contract Season 6 hits. Thorns is regarded as one of the best units in the game, so if you don't have him already and you actually want to roll for him, you'll have a rate up alongside Andriana, Province, and Jay. Rope's Halloween skin will be on a rerun in the CC store, as well as Warfarin's brand new summer skin. And it seems like Rope is the one who didn't get the memo on the dress code, because the very first Coral Coast skins will also be having a rerun, giving anyone who wasn't playing that early on an opportunity to get them. On CN, there was a week break between the end of CC6 and the launch of Chapter 9, so for us that means it should probably come out in mid or late March. Its campaign lasting 2 weeks. The banner will bring us 3 new units. The first 6-star flag bearer, Saleech, Mulberry, a brand new medic archetype, and Roberta, a new support archetype. The banner will stick around for as long as the campaign does, so there's no need to rush through Chapter 9. But just in case you have to, because you really want one of those new units and ran out of currency, you'll get a total of 46 Originite Prime from completing the chapter. There will be extra login bonuses for this time period, and during it, when it comes to rolling currency, we'll get 400 Arundum and 1 Originite Prime. another reward of note being a free pinecone skin for a brand new line of clothing, Shining Steps. The other two to receive skins in it being Arketo and Estesia. Other skins that'll be up for purchase during this is the Desert Exploration series from Vitafield, so those are also an option if you didn't get any last time around. Keep in mind that Leonhardt will be getting another skin with special effects a few months after, so if you're thinking of getting this one for him, I suggest you take a look at the other one first and then decide which one you like better. This will likely roll on into early April, and while it's not a campaign, I feel like I have to say that on April Fools we'll probably get the Loyal to the Beat joke event. While we won't be getting rewards from it, it looks like pure dumb fun, which I'm always up for. Emperor is a real unit when. The next serious event we'll be getting is the Maria Neural rerun, lasting 10 days and kicking off the Casimir's event spree. Once again, you won't get Originite Prime from the stages you've already played, but for those who weren't able to do it last time, you can get 28. And for those of us who did, at least the intelligence shop will refresh and there will be 2,000 more Arundum. And no matter if you did or didn't play it, there will be 3 headhunting tickets in the store. Whislash is the welfare, and there's a Ghostbusters straw skin you can get through the event. The banner units being the same as last time, with Blumishine, Aosta, Platinum, and Bubble. Whislash can get a fancy event with special effects if you so choose to buy it, and Meteor gets a free, much more casual one as a login bonus, which honestly I can't wait for. Just so Shaw isn't going into this haunted mansion all alone, the Dreambind Castle skins are on rerun, allowing you to complete the Ghostbusters gang if you want to, or acquire the Shadow Lord of the mansion himself. After a few days, the Pinus Sylvestris mini-event should start, in which there will be 2 new units, our first 6-star Deadeye Sniper, Fartooth, and a brand new Defender archetype, Ashlock. It's another event where you can farm almost any stage for the currency, although just playing once through all of the event stages themselves will give you 12 Originite Prime. One of the things you can buy from the event store is Click's Halloween skin, bringing us the second series of the Witch Feast line. Blumishine, Chamare, and Snowsond will also be receiving new skins, and I'll just say that without a doubt they are some of my favorites in the whole game. I'm actually working on a video talking about skins in this game because character design is my passion, so I'll wait to gush more about them there. It'll also be bringing along a rerun of Granny's skin and the original Witch Feast skins, which I'm super happy about since I really wanted Nightingale's last time around, but couldn't afford it. By this point, we'll have most likely reached close to the end of April, and we'll be introduced to the longest event on this list, Near Light. The event units are Neural the Radiant Knight, a duelist guard who's an actually understandable and logical alt of a unit and is limited, Flametail, a 6-star Vanguard who's the same archetype as Texas, and Korosirum. Korosirum? I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. A 5-star who was finally another caster with the same archetype as Ifrit. You know it's a big boy when the whole thing gives you 42 Originite Prime. Nearly the same amount as completing an entire story chapter. And since Neural is limited, we'll be receiving a free 10 roll, then another free roll on the banner every day. As per usual, the event shop has another 3 headhunting tickets, and the welfare is Wildmane, a DP on Kill Vanguard. There will be a login bonus which will end up giving us 2 more Originite Prime, and a mining strategy login event that can give us between 300 and 1,800 Arundum daily. From the login bonus, we'll also get to receive Justice Knight, a free robot, and an adorable skin for the most hard-working unit of them all, Myrtle. There are 3 more new ones, and don't get me wrong about what I'm about to say, Pallas is stunning, but with the other skins they targeted me personally by releasing Rosa and Andriana skins at the same time. The Rosa one is honestly the skin that takes the cake for my favorite from the entire game. Not only is it her, but it's just so beautiful and has so many hidden references within it, and has objectively the cutest special animations out of pretty much every skin. Beyond that, there's a rerun for this Epoch series, and if you're debating on whether or not you want to get W skin, I suggest you do it now, since next time it reruns, it'll most likely cost 21 Originite instead, since they're adding live 2D for limited unit skins, and that's the price for them. There's also a huge rerun of the first 3 skin collections to ever come out, so feel free to pause if you need to process which will be up. This whole event will probably bring us to May, where the 7th season of Contingency Contract will start. Ak will have a new skin in the event shop alongside a rerun of Siege's CC skin. The banner for this has Saga, Surtur, Schwarz, and Phantom as raid-ups, and as a joint operations banner, if you roll and get a 6-star from it, it's guaranteed to be one of them. After a couple weeks, we'll get a Mansfield Break rerun, and that should happen within mid-June, lasting 10 days. Same old when it comes to reruns. If you completed all the stages, you won't get any Originite Prime, but can get 2,000 Arundum from the Intelligence store if you got the furniture last time. But if you didn't manage to play it, you can get 27 Originite from clearing the stages. There will be 3 headhunting tickets in the store. Robin is our welfare, and Mountain, Kafka, Silence, and Pinecone are on raid up. Keeping up with the tradition of reruns, Robin gets skin, and there will be a joint rerun of the last Icefield Messenger line, as well as Saria's guard skin. Sometime in late mid or just late June, we will get the Break Through the Ice event. The brand new units being Gnosis, our first male supporter, being a Witherer, specifically the same archetype as Praminix, and Aurora, a 5-star duelist defender. You can get 30 Originite Prime from completing the story and buy 3 headhunting tickets from the store. The welfare of this event being our first higher rarity drone caster, Chera. Last event had an Icefield Messenger rerun, and this one has a brand new collection for Carnelian, Leonhardt, and Kafka. All of them looking super comfy. There's also a rerun for these Cambrian skins. Still don't forgive them for not giving Gravel special effects because she deserved them. Now, okay, here's where the schedule will probably be flipped around a bit. From December 24th to January 15th, there was a New Year login bonus campaign, which is fine, whatever, but there was also the New Year Look Back headhunting campaign, which had all the 6-stars that had released up until Mansfield Break, and the first 6-star you get is guaranteed to be one you don't already own. And I feel like that's just too special to just happen randomly. Like, I don't feel like they'd release such a special banner during a random week where nothing goes on. But I also don't think they'd push it that far back until the actual new year. So my theory is that we'll get this login campaign and banner for our 2.5-year anniversary. Although we'll just have to wait and see. We also should be getting the permanent edition of Integrated Strategies 2, also known as Phantom and the Crimson Solitaire, before the next event. Even though there won't be any monetary rewards or a special banner, I'm sure all of us are at least somewhat hyped for this. Super glad they listened to how much the community loved that event and decided to just make it a permanent game mode. Then, sometime in early July, we should get a sort of rerun for Who Is Real. The units from it won't have a raid up since Dusk is limited, and you can't actually buy anything from the event shop except for Purgatory. Plus, it's joined with a login bonus collab, from which you'll get 1 Originite Prime, 1 headhunting ticket, 300 Arundum, and a new support unit, the 9-colored deer, same archetype as Tsukinoki. Even though you can't get event shop rewards, the intelligence shop will refresh, so you can get the 2,000 Arundum if you have enough certs. And if this is your first time playing the event, you can still get the 30 Originite Prime. There'll be a rerun of this line from the Neon collection, and Purgatory will be receiving an all-new skin with special effects of her own. I don't know why I couldn't actually find the skin beyond the previews, so here it is. And finally, sometime in mid-July, we'll be getting CN's most recent event as of recording, Invitation to Wine. Following the limited banner standard, there are 2 new 6-stars, one of them limited, that one being Ling, a 6-star summoner, and Lee, our first 6-star Drain specialist. There's also a new 5-star Black Knight, a ranged vanguard. As of when I'm scripting this, the site doesn't say how much Originite Prime one will get by the end of this, nor that much other information, but as a limited banner, there will be a free 10 pull and a free single roll every day. Plus, there will be one of those RNG-based Arundum dailies where you can get between 200 and 800. Finally, we get the Cruise Altar we all saw back during Who Is Real, and she's a wonderful welfare. The rest of the Neon collection will get a rerun with this event, Neon herself now having a live 2D skin, it costing 21 as opposed to the 18 last time around. That's why I mentioned the thing about W skin earlier. Just like the Purgatory skin, I couldn't find the close-up icons of these brand new ones, but Mr. Nothing, Feeder, and Dusk will be getting skins of their own. Dusk joining her sister on the live 2D train and costing 21 Originite Prime, and Mr. Nothing looks snazzy as all hell. And well, that's where we're left off, waiting for the future to bring us more units, more skins, and finally lift the pink doggo curse. Seriously though, where is she? Sorry for such a long wait for such a short video. Some pretty bad things happened in the family that threw off the schedule I thought I could finally get back to. I swear the universe has a personal grudge against me. As I said in the beginning, this is just the kind of thing I like doing for myself. And while with Fate I tend to do a year-long calendar since it's 2 years behind, a 5.5-month-ish calendar is still more useful than no calendar at all. If there are any Alchemy Stars enjoyers watching this, I'm sure you understand. I hope this was at least in the slightest bit useful to you, but either way, thank you for watching. That's all I have to say, and I'll see you another day.